Virgo, welcome to your weekly horoscope for March 23rd to the 29th, 2026. My name's Adeana. I'm an intuitive astrologer. This is a week of absolute unavoidable transformation. The universe is forcing you to look at your deepest vulnerabilities, your financial entanglements, and it is demanding that you set the hardest, most necessary boundaries you have set all year. We are officially in Aries season. For you, Virgo, using the whole sign house system, all of its intense, fiery Aries energy is heavily concentrated in your eighth house. This is the sector of your chart that rules intimacy, shared resources, debt, psychological shadow work, and the ways you merge your energy with other people. This week is a story of three acts. We start with a fast paced Gemini moon, completely scrambling your logic regarding your career and your partnerships earlier in the week. Then the ultimate structural reality check hits midweek as the sun conjuncts Saturn, forcing you to look at your energetic and financial boundaries. And finally, a massive emotional trigger arrives as Venus hits Chiron, bringing up a deep wound around trust. Let's break down exactly how this energy is going to feel and the exact strategy you need to navigate it. So, on Monday and Tuesday, the week starts with the moon moving through fast paced Gemini. For you, Virgo, this is lighting up your 10th house of career, public legacy, and authority. Your mind is hyper focused on your professional life. You are getting a flurry of work news, emails, and ideas, and you want to move fast to get the job done perfectly. But here is the friction. That Gemini moon is forming a harsh 90-degree square to the heavy, faded energy sitting in your seventh house of Pisces. The seventh house rules your committed partnerships, your spouse, your romantic partner, or your business associates. What this means is that your logical drive to succeed at work, your 10th house, is going to war with the deep emotional demands of your partnerships, your seventh house. Let me give you a real world example. Your boss might hand you a massive project on Monday that requires you to stay late. Your logical Mercury ruled brain immediately creates a spreadsheet and says, I can get this done. But intuitively, you know your romantic partner is going through something heavy and desperately needs your emotional presence at home. Or you might be handed a business contract that looks completely fine on paper, but your gut is screaming that the other person isn't trustworthy. Do not force an analytical decision right now, and absolutely do not people please. Do not sacrifice your hard earned professional momentum just to keep the peace in a relationship. But also don't ignore your intuition if a business partnership feels off. Pause, collect the data, and wait. By Wednesday, March 25th, the energy shifts away from the surface and plunges straight into the depths. The sun forms an exact conjunction with Saturn right in your eighth house. The eighth house is where we merge with others, financially, physically, and emotionally. Saturn is the planet of time, karma, and strict boundaries. Saturn, the ultimate cosmic contractor, it does not care about your fears. It only cares about your structural integrity. When the sun and Saturn meet in the eighth house, you are getting a massive reality check regarding your shared resources and your intimate boundaries. The universe is demanding that you pay off your karmic debt and stop merging your energy with people or situations that drain you dry. If you have been avoiding looking at your combined finances with your partner, Wednesday is the day you have to open the bank statements and have the hard conversation. If you have been letting someone constantly trauma dump on you, absorbing their heavy emotions like a sponge, Saturn is shutting that dynamic down. Saturn says you are not responsible for carrying everyone else's psychological baggage. You have to set a strict boundary around your money and your energy this week. It feels incredibly heavy, but it is the exact work required to take your power back. And Virgo, this boundary is going to be tested immediately because 24 hours later on Thursday, Venus forms an exact conjunction to Chiron in your eighth house. Venus rules what we value and how we love. Chiron is the wounded healer. When Venus hits the core wound in your sector of deep intimacy, a profoundly painful insecurity regarding trust and vulnerability is going to surface. You may experience a sudden sharp sting regarding betrayal or a fear of letting someone truly in. An old memory of financial betrayal or an intimate rejection might flare up out of nowhere. You might suddenly look at your partner and feel an overwhelming urge to put your walls entirely up and lock them out to protect yourself. Here is your grounded strategy for Thursday. Do not react from fear. The shadow side of Virgo is becoming hypercritical and completely emotionally detached, especially when you feel unsafe. Do not ice people out. Use that strict Saturn energy from Wednesday to hold your boundary with grace and not panic. You can protect yourself without burning the bridge. Acknowledge the wound, validate your own need for safety, and communicate your boundaries clearly. Virgo, protect your peace and your resources fiercely this week. You have the strength to do this heavy lifting. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for joining me. I hope this helps you navigate the energy for the week ahead. Don't forget to check out my brand new podcast, Adeana's Diary. Also, I will put in the description down below if you would like to book a pre recorded reading with me. I structure the readings very much how I structure my YouTube videos. So it's not just a reading, but it's also a learning tool. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you align with my energy and enjoy my content. All right, Virgo, I will connect with you in the next one.